So it's 10 years ago, more. And so I started looking into what I could actually, learning more about this thing that's going on at home in Malaysia. And as I did my research and sort of read around articles and watched more videos, I came across people like Zainal Anwar. So does anyone know who Zainal Anwar is? So Zainal was the founder of Sisters in Islam. And it just happened, I went to the talk when I was a student that she gave, and she was talking about the work that she was doing. And what Sisters in Islam does really is promote rights of Muslim women. So in family law, you make sure to get a good deal in divorce and custody and all that. And just promoting human rights generally. And you meet up people like Irene Fernandez, who she was the founder of Naganita, fighting for migrant rights. And then you read about people like Surendran from Lawyers in Unity and PKR, who fights for people on death row, especially those in death row in Singapore. You always hear it coming out. So you hear these kind of people, and you get interested in what they're doing, get inspired by what they're doing. So that's what happened to me. And so when I came back to Malaysia, I joined WAO, Women's Aid Organization. And so we're an organization that provides services for domestic violence survivors. And on my very first day with WAO, I met this woman, it's not a real picture. Her name is Lynn. And so she had come to WAO to seek help. So she had been abused by her husband. And I remember soon after she arrived, we heard some screaming from the outside. So we were in this one-story kind of apartment, one-story sort of old house, PJ. And so we heard someone screaming from the outside. So we looked at our CCTV, see what's going on. We have CCTV lah. And we see this guy, his face is like all bloody, and he's instead of panic, trying to get inside the office. So just we were like, who's this guy? And then Lane was like, oh, this is my friend. He's the one who drove Lane actually to WAO. And so we let him into our one-story office. And so what we found out that happened was, is Lynn's husband, and in fact Lynn's own father, had followed them, stopped Lynn and this guy to our office from wherever they came from. And so when Lynn came inside to our office, this friend was waiting in the car, and he was actually beaten up by the husband of Lynn and Lynn's own father. So obviously for me, like I was just like, wow, first day at work, what's going on? But you can imagine like what this person felt, what Lynn felt, right? She had been abused, she had come to seek help, she's already in a state of kind of distress, and then suddenly your husband follows you, and then your own father also is against you. So you can imagine what was going through her mind at that time. So hundreds of thousands of women in Malaysia have similar stories to tell. The University of Science Malaysia did the most comprehensive study, a prevalent study of domestic violence in the country, 2014, and they found that 9% of ever partnered women, so meaning if you're women who ever been married or with an intimate partner, had faced some kind of domestic violence in their lifetime. So if you extrapolate that to the whole of Malaysia, you can estimate around 800,000 women realistically would have experienced some form of domestic violence in their lifetime. And so each one of these stories, like Lynn, is a reminder of the urgent need to address domestic violence in Malaysia. So what does WA do? We support survivors through free and confidential services. Some, like Lynn, who just comes to WA, they need some advice on what to do. What's the first step they can take? Some may need further support, like counseling, other kinds of therapy, case management, and some may need a temporary safe place of shelter. The story of another woman, Salma. It's not a real picture or a name. So Salma came to WAO in 2017. So she also had been abused by her husband. So she came with a child. And her story is she had gone to the police station. So she had already taken the first step. Right? She had taken the first step already. She had gone to the police station to make a police report. And what Sama told us was, the police officer there basically said didn't open an investigation, and in fact asked Salma to give access of the child to the deleted husband. So we're not saying that this is, most police are like this or like that. I mean, there are a lot of good police officers doing the job really well. But our experience tells us that it is a problem, that many women like Salma face challenges when trying to get help through the criminal justice system, through the legal system. Right? Like Salma, maybe through the police station itself. This is often the first step women take. And then throughout the court process, whether it be a criminal case or a sort of a civil case, divorce, custody, and so on. So WS services like counseling, case management, shelter can be life-changing for women like Lynn and Salma, but we know that any NGO cannot reach the hundreds of thousands of survivors throughout the country. Like the people we touch are numbered maybe the thousands a year, but that number in the whole country is much larger than that. So to get to the bigger picture, we need systematic change. And that comes in the form of laws and other kinds of public policies. So I think this is where your role as lawyers could come to play a bigger role. So why do we need laws and public policies to address domestic violence and many other issues in this country? So number one is that this is a nationwide problem. This is a huge problem. So only government really has the resources to, year after year, provide law enforcement, provide shelter, provide counseling, provide medical services, and so on for domestic violence survivors. That's number one. And number two is sometimes we are forced to stop violence, to stop abuse. For example, if you get an interim protection order, it can prevent an abuser from coming near or from further abusing the survivor. And so that force can only be legitimately regulated and applied by the government. An NGO like us, we cannot simply force anyone to do one thing or another. So that's why the role of laws and other public policies are very important. So, learning from the experiences of women like Lynn and Salma, WAO engages with policymakers to reform laws and other public policies. So you can see here, us with some ministers working on various kinds of laws relating to gender-based violence. And of course, WA is not the only group doing this. People have been doing this for a long time, many women's groups and NGOs. So you might recognize a few of these people. Anyone know who this is? What about?
Ivy. Is that Ivy?
That's Ivy, yeah.
Oh.
Ivy designer.
Ah.
This is
Maria Chin.
This is Ambiga. So women like these have been there for many years doing activism on women's rights, and they've achieved a lot. I mean, I'm not saying just that, but the movement generally. So you think of even having a domestic violence act, even having a law on it. So that Malaysia is one of the first countries in the region to have a domestic violence law. You can think of just now, student was showing you the constitution, right? What was one of the terms? Gender. Do you remember? So gender. Do you think gender was there in the beginning of our country? It wasn't there. It was only added in, I think, 2001. And as a result of women's groups, really, of course, partners in government and all this politicians, boss in public and all that. But really concerted effort it was required to add that term gender inside. So all this stuff has been going on for a long time. It's quite interesting to kind of read about what these amazing people are doing. And okay, gender equality, we also know that gender-based violence, domestic violence, is not something that happens by itself. Right? It's interrelated to gender equality, to equality, to non-discrimination. So all the things that Surin was talking about is related to domestic violence. At its essence, because of a lack of respect for women. And as we know, women and children are disproportionately affected by violence. So KLBar also works on not just violence-related public policies and issues, but we look at gender equality more broadly. And our work continues. We're working on a number of different campaigns, law reform campaigns. I want to highlight a few law reform campaigns. So one is on stalking. So remember the story just now with of Lynn, where her husband had followed her to our office. So of course, by assaulting Lynn's friend, that really amounts to a crime. But what if we could have stopped them before the assault happened? Right? So in undercover laws, stalking is not an offense. But if you have imagine you have an abusive boyfriend, maybe you broke up, and the person keeps appearing where you go, your work, your house, uses different accounts to contact you. Those things are, until they escalate to say assault or trespass or threatening, until then it's quite difficult for the police to take any action because we don't have stalking laws. So that's one of the campaign we're working on, and thankfully the government has agreed actually to enact stalking laws. So if you do support our campaign on stalking, you can tweet this guy, VK Liu, his name is VK Liu, Dr. VK Liu, he's the law minister. So he's already on board, but of course it's good to push him and say, hey, thank you Dr. VK Liu for supporting stalking laws. So you can tweet him, he really appreciates all the public recognition. Okay, that's one. Here's another one. So this is relating to paternity leave. So you may ask, why are we doing paternity leave? And the idea is, we know that there's an imbalance in terms of economic rights between men and women, and also an imbalance in the family in terms of responsibilities or perceived responsibilities in the family. And those two are related, economic rights and family responsibilities. So the idea is that currently we have no paternity leave. If we introduce paternity leave, we're sending a signal that, look, men also have a role, and ideally an equal role to play in child care, family responsibilities. So our campaign is actually to get a 1 week paternity leave, 7 days paternity leave. So if you support our campaign, you can go to any of our social media accounts. I'll show you later. It's Women's Aid Org, and we have a petition there pinned to the top, so you can sign our petition. The good news is the government has agreed on 3 days paternity leave, but I think 3 days is not so. We're thinking, public service is 7 days. Other countries, Singapore is already like 2 weeks. Philippines 10 days to 14 days. So we're trying to say, look, let's at least have 7 days. So if you support that, you can please sign our petition. And another one I want to highlight is a Sexual Harassment Act. So you may be familiar with we do have some laws on sexual harassment, but there's huge gaps. For example, if a student is harassed by a lecturer, there really are no laws per se that protects the student. It really depends, in that sense, on the university itself. So if the university is good and they have good policy, then you may have some redress. If the university is not good and they do not have proper policies on sexual harassment, then you're a bit out of luck. Of course, if it amounts to assault and all that, then yeah, you can take criminal action. So the idea is, let's have a sexual harassment act that would cover everyone, really. In any organization you're in, any public space, you'll be protected, at least to a certain extent, from sexual harassment. So those are just a few examples of the law reform campaigns we're doing. And we can only really succeed with your help, right? And it can start by doing those things I said, like on Twitter and all that stuff. But it starts with ourselves as well, right? You can stand up to abuse. If your friend, your neighbor, or colleague is facing abuse, you can support them. And you don't have to do that much. Just point them to just let them know you're there for them and point them to the right resources, right? And if you're a lawyer focused who has some expertise in these matters, you can maybe give them a bit more advice. And I think just as importantly, we need to look at ourselves.